How's it going, Sainers? Welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to Saints TV Weekly for May 22nd, 2023, off the back of a 12-point win to the GWS Giants in round 10. A quick note, as always, thank you to our sponsors for Saints TV Weekly. Inglewood Coffee Roasters. Make sure you go on over to inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au and go on over and use the discount code SAINTS40 and you'll get 40% off coffee, tea and chai products. A lot of people have redeemed that and they love it. So make sure if you haven't already, go on over to their website, redeem Saints40 and get some coffee, tea or chai, whatever you love, and enjoy it at a 40% discount. Okay, so straight into it. Round 10, it was a big one for us. Off the back of a really disappointing loss to Adelaide, we went on over to Giants Stadium for the Sunday 4:40 slot. Max King returned, Jade Gresham returned, Jimmy Webster returned, and we got the chocolates. 12-point win. Max King returned wonderfully, 4 goals for him. But in the downside, Mitch Owens in a shocking collision, knee-to-head collision with Anthony Caminiti. Didn't finish the game, obviously was subbed out and will probably miss the next, I'd say, 3 weeks after the bye. He'll probably be back for the game after the bye, if not the next game after that. But, you know, it was a moment in the game where the game ebbed and flowed. I think for 13 times it changed the lead, which is a lot. And it was a game that looked like it could have gone either way, and it didn't. And we fought through, and we got the really important win to go 7-3 and kind of secure a nice position in that top 5. A couple of games clear of 9th and percentage. So that's really important for our season going into this week's Hawthorn game. Now, I mentioned Mitch Owens going off and obviously Anthony Caminiti, and we hope Anthony Caminiti's feeling fine about it. He looked very distressed and obviously very upset that he'd done that to his teammate. Complete accident. So hopefully the boys got to him at halftime and really kind of just told him, mate, you went for your mark. There's nothing you could have done. That's a freak accident. Don't feel bad for yourself. It's all good. But on the flip side for Anthony Caminiti, it was really good to see that he inked a new 3-year deal during the week. So although yesterday's game probably didn't go the way he would have wanted, I thought he still played really well in the second half after the event. So it was good to see that he didn't shy away from the footy after what had happened, which is a really good sign for a youngster like him. But also to have him sign on for 3 or more years is awesome, and it's just a testament to, you know, how important he's become in our forward half. And it was really nice to see that him and King worked pretty nicely together as the, you know, rotating full forward, high half forward position. So can't wait to see how they go for the remainder of the year. In terms of the VFL news, unfortunately, Sandy went down by 27 points to the GWS Giants. They played in the curtain raiser before our game yesterday at Giants Stadium, 87-60. But in good news, we had a lot of AFL-listed players that performed pretty strongly. Tom Highmore, 29 disposals and 4 tackles, 6 marks, was the number 1 rated player on the ground. Not AFL listed, but obviously Tyson Milne putting together a really big month. Another 32 disposals to go with 6 marks and a tackle. Jack Bytel responded really well. 30, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but 36 disposals for him, 2 tackles. And then you got Marcus Windhager, 25 disposals. Leo Connolly, 30. Max Heath, 13. Jack Billings, 24 disposals. Zane Cordy, 18 disposals. Tom Campbell, another 28 hitouts with 12 disposals. They all did really well. So although we did lose the game, it's good to see that a lot of these players are pushing for spots because it's a big week ahead. Obviously, we've got Hawthorn and Ben Patton was the sub this week, so I'm really curious to see what we do with Windy and Bytel in particular, just because their form's been so good at VFL level. And also Jack Billings. He's put together probably 4 pretty damn solid games of VFL level football, and you just wonder maybe, do we sneak him in against Hawthorn before the bye? Give him a run, because a lot of these boys deserve the run. They've put in the hard yards. Even Tom Highmore, he's doing what he needs to do every single week at Sandy, but obviously our back line's been pretty solid with Battle, Wilkie and Dukes, so you kind of don't see a position for him, unfortunately. It's probably more positional that's holding him back because we don't have anyone that we can drop with, you know, Windy and Bytel. There are a lot of shifting parts in the midfield and probably players that deserve a rest or deserve to just, you know, have 1 week off before the bye to just reset and get ready for the second part of the season. In terms of the VFLW, it's good to see that the Southern Saints got the chocolates over 3rd place Collingwood on the weekend. Victoria Park, they are now 2nd on the ladder. They are 6 wins and 3 losses. Only Geelong, 7-2 are top. So really good to see the VFLW girls doing a really good job there of getting the win. Big couple of weeks coming up, but a really nice start to the season. 6 wins from 9, doing very nicely there. The fixture update as well, as you all know, came out. Round 16 to 23 have officially been locked in. Just to summarize that, we've got West Coast away on a Sunday. I think we've got about 6 Sunday games in that patch. We've got Melbourne at Marvel. We've got Gold Coast away, North Melbourne at Marvel again, Hawthorn Marvel away, Carlton Marvel home, Richmond Marvel home Sunday. And then you got Saturday night, Geelong Marvel Stadium. And then Friday to Sunday, not sure yet on round 24, Brisbane at the Gabba. You'd imagine that could be a Friday or a Saturday night game. No Friday nights for the remainder of the season thus far, which is surprising considering we are 7-3 and we're doing pretty well. You wonder what we have to do to really get those primetime slots. We had a few earlier in the season, obviously, but when you're 7-3, you're doing pretty well. You kind of expect a few more Saturday nights, but unfortunately, that's not the way it is, but that's fine. We're kings of Sunday afternoon football, so that'll continue for the remainder of the season with a lot of Sunday games to come. But also, the good thing is there's a lot of Marvel games in this patch. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Marvel games in the remaining 7 or 8 games of the season, which is very handy indeed, pushing for finals. Now, coming up this week, we've got Hawthorn, round 11. They've just come off a 115-point win against West Coast. Who would have thought that? That was the biggest or second or third biggest winning margin for a team that had started the round at the bottom of the ladder and won. 115 points. So they're coming into this game, although we should get the win pretty comfortably, momentum's an amazing thing. And this game, despite them just beating up on a team that's basically VFL, maybe even worse than that standard, it's just confidence for them. And they had, a couple of bad losses recently, but they've bounced back really hard and they're going to be a tough game on the weekend. But for us, we did the same thing. We got form. We played a really competitive game. The Giants gave it to us, and we responded every time in kind with what they gave us. So that was really pleasing. And this week, it's a big chance to go 8-3 and to be at the bye at the exact same position as we were this time last year. But hopefully, with a better performance in the back half of the year to get to finals. But you can only do what you can do, and if we get past Hawthorn 8-3, I'll take that in a heartbeat. That's an awesome start to the season. So bring on the Hawks. We've got them, I think, at 1:45 p.m. Marvel Stadium Saturday, home game. So on top of that, we'll probably be in the Victory Room before that, maybe interviewing some players, me and Joycey and Marshy, so make sure you get in there if you can. So that'll be awesome to be back at Marvel on the home deck after the last couple of weeks playing away from home. And obviously, got to give them a plug again. Inglewood Coffee Roasters Saints, 40% off Saints 40, inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au. Check that out. They got some awesome coffee, awesome tea, awesome chai. Just hook yourself up. Do yourself a favor. It's Monday. You probably just got paid from work. Go splurge, 40% off, not bad at all. Enjoy some of their beautiful products. And lastly, Sainers, before we wrap up, there's some big stuff coming on the channel. I can't really fully disclose exactly what it is, but in a nutshell, first time I'm really talking about this, but we're rebuilding the website from the ground up, and it's looking bloody beautiful. So I can't wait to share a bit more with you. There's a bit more functionality there than what you're probably expecting. It's going to hopefully be a game changer in the fan channel space. So I'm really excited to share that with you, and hopefully the next couple of weeks. We've got a very, very big sort of video coming up on the channel, me, Marshy, and Joycey, and I'll be dropping a bit more on that in the coming weeks as well. Maybe even tonight I'll drop a little hint on the Insta stories of who our guest might be. But yeah, there's a lot happening, Saints. I can't wait to share it all with you. But again, I really appreciate your time watching Saints TV Weekly. If you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe. We want to get to 7,000 subs in the next couple of months. So I think we're only about 600 off. So if there's 600 of you watching this video that haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe. It'd mean a lot. You might win a signed Nick Riewoldt portrait that I will send to you or even deliver to you personally if you're in Melbourne. And yeah, there's more prizes to come. Medallion Club tickets, hopefully, to this weekend's game. There's a lot of perks to subscribing to Saints TV Saints. On top of the content itself, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe, like, and comment, and get involved in the channel in any way you can. Really appreciate it. So I'll wrap it up there, Saints. Podcast to follow tonight. Keep an eye out for that. And I'll be back hopefully in the next couple of days for some more Saints TV content. But until then, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, Saints, go you mighty Saints. See you guys.